Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great week, a great day, and hope the rest of the cure went really well. I know Chelsea was filling in for me this weekend, and she said it was awesome at Oakley. I'm sure that it was awesome at other sites too. And we are starting a new series. So we are kicking off our series Unbreakable, which is a 4-week series that includes Easter on week 3. And it's going to be great. There's been a lot of creative thought put into this series to make sure that both online and live sites have the best experience possible. And I'm super excited to see some of these moments come to life. So I'm going to go through the plan for this weekend and then briefly go through next weekend. And if you guys have any questions throughout the week, let me know. I know changeover is happening this week, so it's really crazy for you guys. And I just want to let you know that the work that you are doing matters and it's changing lives. So just the little things that I know that take up a lot of time, such as a changeover, just to make elements in the room feel that much better, is so important. And I'm so grateful to be on the team with you. And you guys are awesome. So gonna go through the plan for this weekend. If you have any questions this week, reach out through Slack, let us know. We'd be happy to help. Countdown loop will happen, and we will be into the intro block of service. CPs or worship leaders will do a welcome. And then we're actually going to be into our fun kind of audience interaction CP moment, which is called Unbreakable ? And pretty much CPs are going to come out on stage with a ladder, and they can have different objects or different things that if they were to drop it from a certain height of a ladder, I'm not sure what was actually decided on, would it break? Audience interaction, yes, it's going to break. No, it's not. Josh Benfrado sent out a document with options, language, context, all of that should hopefully be helpful. Producers got that last week. Hopefully everyone has had eyes on that now too. So that moment will happen. It's about 3 minutes long, and it'll just be fun. It's primarily for levity, but also it ties into the series. So if somebody walked out of church and they were like, what was that? What did I just listen to? Oh yeah, we did that Unbreakable segment. That's right. We were talking about how God is unbreakable, therefore so are we. So that moment's going to be happening, and the bands will be playing underneath that moment just to give it a little bit more life. A song called Exodus, which the online service is using, and just kind of a good little musical tie into the series. Then we will be into the worship block. Looks like Oakley is doing Trust and You Keep Hope Alive. The hard point in the worship block this week is Conquered Grave. And there's a scripture for the LED as well, which is Acts 13, verse 38. Let it be known to you, my friends, that through Jesus, forgiveness of sins is proclaimed to you, and by him, everyone who believes is freed from everything. So that's on the PCO plan for live services. And that song is a hard point. There's also going to be a slide in main stage graphics about that song being released by Crossroads Music. So if you would like to include that into your loops, that would be awesome as well. So then worship block will happen. We'll be into, CPs or worship leaders will pray, wave, sit, and then we'll be into a CP moment. They're going to do a Easter serve ask. So what we're finding is when we have big weekends like Easter or Super Bowl where we need to have a volunteer ask, it's best starting 3 weeks in advance before that weekend so that background checks can get in. So CPs will have 5 minutes to do that serve ask. From what I've heard, it was a wonderful turnout last time we did an extended serve ask. So hopefully the same thing will happen, and we will hear wonderful stories about people who served at Easter and wanted to keep serving. And during this moment, CPs will also do a quick little giving setup, and then we will be into Brian's teaching. So BT is talking, looks like the title of the week is The Strength to Stand. And we are going to be having the moment where frosted flakes will be falling from the ceiling. And the vision behind that was captured in the production meeting yesterday from Ty, and that link was sent out to all of you guys. If you get a chance to watch it, I think it's so helpful to understand that, summed up into maybe 2 sentences. The reason that we do things that other churches don't do is because we want to create memorable moments for people when they walk out, that it impacted them, they remembered things, and it's an element to the service that, yes, may require a little bit more work, but in the end, it could possibly bring more people to the kingdom, and that is our goal. So context on that is in that production meeting. FI directors should be aware. I think John Gillespie was talking to them about that. If there's any questions surrounding that moment, let us know. We'd be happy to help. Just want to make sure everyone's clear that, yes, sometimes stuff like this does require a little bit more work, and it's going to create a really fun, memorable moment in the room, and that's always the goal. So BT will do his teaching, and then we will be into Unbreakable, which is a hard point at the end of Brian's teaching. Unbreakable is going to be the performance piece at the beginning of Easter. So we want to essentially get it in people's brains so that when we get to Easter, it's less of a listen type of situation with the song and more of a response and being able to participate and sing along as well. So that is why that is a hard point this week too. And then at dismissal for CPs, if you would like to have a bonus Unbreakable ? You can bring out a watermelon. And originally we were thinking that it would be funny to happen at the top of service, like when the actual Unbreakable segment happens, but that's kind of messy and that would be hard to clean up right away. So bring it out and be like, oh, we've got one more thing to try here. Will this watermelon break? And then drop it, and who knows? I mean, I've not a clue if it would break or not. But even Malcolm yesterday thought it would be a really funny idea if the ladder was already up and he was on the ladder with the watermelon as the screen was coming up from Brian and like ready to have that moment. So have fun with it. I know that it's different than what we've been doing, but the online service has got a lot of really fun, interactive, creative elements. And so we wanted to be able to have that as well for people in the rooms who are coming to see live stuff. So we're going to give them a live segment. So that is this weekend. Pretty straightforward. We feel really good about it. And if you have any questions, let us know. I will quickly go through next weekend, what we've got planned so far. Chuck is talking next weekend, and the title of the weekend is The Courage to Move. So in the countdown loop, we're actually going to play a group's promo video. We just find that videos like that don't necessarily have a super huge tie-in to what's being talked about feel good in the countdown loop. So that will be happening in the last minute and a half, minute 30. And then we'll be into service. So we're going to start with a worship on-ramp, which is a voiceover. It's a video that was created of things that are broken and then put back together. So like if it's a shattered window, you see the pieces and then it like slow motion comes back together. There's a voiceover with that. So that's going to be our worship on ramp. We will be into our worship block, which is Conquered Grave, another hard point. And then looks like Counting Every Blessing, Stand in Your Love, and Run to the Father is in that worship set as well for Oakley. Then CPs, our worship leaders, will pray, wave, sit. We will be into another CP Unbreakable moment, and bands will also play that same Exodus song underneath this moment. We're thinking Cobra Kai edition, like could possibly break a board. We're having fun with it, trying to figure out what's going to be the best option, but that moment will happen, and then CPs will be up to talk Easter invite and giving. and we'll be into the teaching. So before Chuck begins his message, we're going to play Easter promo video to hopefully give some energy to Chuck as he responds to that and starts his teaching. And then there is a possible reprise for a song built around courage and Chuck's teaching. So that's kind of still up in the air, but thinking a possible reprise, and then CPs will be up to dismiss. So that's the kind of general overview for the following weekend, which is week 2. And then the next weekend is going to be Easter. Somehow we've made it to another Easter. But if you guys have any questions, please reach out. Again, you guys are doing awesome work this week with all of your changeovers, and so grateful to be on a team with you. I hope you have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and hope services are awesome for you this weekend.